What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and welcome to a video on Zafina. Yeah, it certainly has taken me a while. She was released the day after the Season 3 update. It was like a million years ago now, was it almost 2 months ago? But I wanted to actually have time to try her a little bit before I made a video, and yesterday I played Zafina for 6 hours straight in ranked, and it was quite a pleasure. I made a video on Tag 2 Zafina a few months ago, before we knew she was coming back, and I said then that she deserved more. Zafina deserved better, because she is so unique, and she is quite mesmerizing, to be honest. I'm very happy to have her back, and she is her old self. Look at that beautiful hair in Season 3. The new hairstyles in customization look better than the old ones, and Zafina's hair looks better than the other characters. I wish they would update, for example, the other females characters' hair, like Lily, etc., but they don't seem to have done that. And I like her new outfit, but the coolest, of course, is that her left hand there, as you can see, is an Azazel hand. And she now has this Super Azazel Death Fist, and this is a really cool gimmick, and it ties into her story, of course, in Tekken 6, as in the intro she opens the gate to Azazel. I don't know what that is, if she's like a guardian of the Azazel tomb or whatever, but I like that the Tekken 6 story comes back to life a little bit here in Tekken 7, and this looks badass as fuck. And a character that was already very interesting due to the numerous stances she has, what is this, Scarecrow, Mantisu, and here is Tarantula. And the thing is, although she is a heavy mix-up character, she has, 88 moves or something like that in the move list. It's quite few compared to the others, you know, like Hwoarang and Lei. So that's interesting, but confusion is the name of the game when you play Zafina, and I find it so beautiful in her stance that Kazuya, for example, you can tell what the character is just by looking at his stance. It's bare bones Tekken. It's a mid and low mix-up, and punishment and movement, the basics of Tekken. And his stance is so incredibly bare bones, you know, he just stands heavy breathing like this, and you can almost tell that it's the most basic approach. And with Zafina, who is all about confusion, I just love this. The stance, it's almost like a beautiful illusion. And that's basically how she's played. And so no one really knows a matchup these days. You get away with all of these crazy fucking strings. Because yeah, no one knows the matchup, so you just keep doing shit like this, and of course she is very annoying to play against. All of these lows here, but she's incredibly vulnerable if you know the matchup. Everything is heavily minus. You can launch her most of the time, it feels like, but she's absolutely been buffed. And her movement is super strong. Like, the backdash, the sidestep are among the best in the game. She moves incredibly quickly. Yesterday I faced on Eddie in ranked. He was a solid player, but holy shit could I space him out. And that's difficult for Eddie, you know. I have patience, I wait him out, and as soon as he rushes me, I backdash or sidestep, and I can just punish accordingly. So very, very strong movement, and again, all of her stances are back, and they have a lot of interesting options. And she has some decent combos, but this is where I see it as one of the... And again, you know, I have only spent a few hours with the character, so I'm by no means a Zafina expert. These are my first impressions. But her combos are kinda janky and jerky, in that they're not flexible at all. And as confusing as Zafina is to the opponent, it's as confusing to me almost, because she's so rigid in her combos, recovers slowly after bounds, and it seems like with every launch there's a specific combo you have to do. Like after this power crush here from Scarecrow, it's a very specific combo route you go with. And often it involves doing moves that go into stance again that you cancel by holding back. Same with this move. You have to cancel all the time, hold back, and sometimes you don't want to cancel, you want to go into the stance. It quickly becomes confusing, at least to me, because I'm so old. But the combos are interesting, and her wall game is disgusting. This string here is so strong. I mean, the basic wall combo is up forward 1, down forward 1, 2, 1. Does a shitload of damage. I don't see her as an open ground, high combo character, high damage character, but at the wall, that wall combo has to be among the best. And it's so reliable. Like if you get a low wall splat, you can just do down forward 1 into down forward 1 again. And if you're gonna get a wall break, the up forward 1 actually doesn't break the wall, so you can do this. No delay on the last hit to break the wall, and then back free for huge damage. Honestly, there's so much to say about this character. Like the low options, down 3, counter hit launcher. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Her snake edge is one of the weirdest looking. She has quite a lot of useful lows. Down back 3 to go into Scarecrow. And again, here you can do some Horang stuff. And you also have access to 1+2, that's so cool. Knockdown into back 3. And that move on countered, by the way. And again, yeah, the power crush here. And 10 frame punish, 1-4 into Mantis. You can bully with lows. And she usually has a down for 2 out of all of the stances. Down for 2 to launch. And Mantis is so annoying with the lows here. Low, low. And at any time you can down for 2 the opponent. Or go for a 1+2. Usually a knockdown. This move hits. Oh, sorry. This move hits from across the stage. Back 1-2. A low that crushes a lot of mids. Super annoying low. Capital punishment. Sort of. Upward 1+2. Forward 1+2. Wall bounce. And again, I did mention the strings, right? A lot of super annoying strings for your opponent to deal with. And again, the movement from, you see, in Scarecrow, if you cancel it by tapping up forward, if you just sidestep like this, it's pretty sluggish. But if you cancel it by doing sort of a snake dash, forward down, forward down, forward down, you get a lot of forward and sideways momentum, which is super interesting. Ex Nihilo, a great, I hope future content creator, made a super awesome video on her sort of special movement, or movement tricks with Zafina to greatly boost your evasiveness. Check that video out. I'm gonna post it in the comment section. Yeah, it's a great video. I watched it on my stream. I can really recommend it if you're into Zafina. Really great advice. But yeah, there is a lot to say about this character. And this back 1, by the way, into Azam here, it's actually a just frame. I don't know if it's a perfect just frame, probably not, but you hit back 1, it's a mid, that does 14 damage, but as soon as it connects, you hit 1+2, and it converts into this. You can use it as a combo ender in the open. I think it's like -12, or is it -14, or 13? But still, it's not launch punishable, this mid. So that's a really neat mid. And of course, no one knows the matchup, so you get away with this all the time. I just do this, they block it, and they don't do anything. They assume it's a safe mid. So yeah, no one knows this matchup. She has a pretty cool down for 2. It has quite a bit of range. It is -12 though. Oh god. But I find it to be quite effective and pretty decent keep out. God, what more is it there to say about this character? Yeah, only one command throw, forward 1 + 2. Parry is awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It's like she's definitely one of the most interesting new characters. Highly confusing. If the opponent knows the matchup, you are super punishable on all of this stuff. But the thing is, no one knows the matchup. No one. So you get away with all of this rather dumb stuff. Well, this is a dumb string. This is a dumb string. But yeah, everyone eats it. So if you're interested in a very, very unique character that is beautifully animated, that has a really cool final boss gimmick, that has 3 awesome stances, you really can't go wrong with Zafina. Yeah, just awesome character in my opinion. So I've spent a few hours with her, and I can't wait to get more time with the character. Yeah, so I hope you also find her interesting. But I love combos. You probably know that about me by now. And yeah, her combos are a little bit too rigid for my taste. There's always the optimal combos, and you don't want to stray from that. Wow, how am I dropping this? And this is also annoying, that if you want any damage from her down for 2, you have to do up for 1 immediately. And this is a little bit tight. You can't be too late with it. And that's highly annoying online. Let's say you get a 3-bar match, and yeah, it's very easy to drop the up for 1. And then you start doing down for 1 instead, and that just kills your damage. Due to the scaling in Tekken 7, the second and third hit of your combos is very important, especially the second hit. So you do want to get that upward 1, but again, it can be quite annoying online. And the inputs on her combos can be really annoying as well, with all the stance cancelling by holding back. I told you guys about that. But I highly recommend trying out Zafina if you're into heavy mix-up characters that confuse the opponent, and yeah, cool gimmicks. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I'm gonna do more Zafina videos as I get better with the character, so hopefully soon. And I'm gonna wish you all a lovely day. Take care, everyone.